Welcome to A Journey with Food, Body, and Life podcast, a show for self led women who are ready to step into their own transformation with food and body. I am Haneen, a certified eating psychology coach and a mom of two. I believe it's time for a deeper approach to our nutritional health, one that not only helps us heal with food and body, but also heal with our life. Join me each week for guidance on your journey so that together we'll find your way back to fully loving yourself. If you are tired of the mainstream approaches and you want to go deeper to heal with the root causes of your challenges like emotional eating, binge eating, body image issues, and you're ready to live in peace and freedom, then this is the perfect show for you. Hi there, and welcome to episode 6 of A Journey with Food, Body, and Life podcast. In today's episode, we'll be diving deep into the controversial topic of diets and why they often fail to deliver long-term results. So, in eating psychology, we do not recommend that you go on a diet, but on the contrary, we learn how to listen to our body, to learn all about its unique nutritional needs, and we learn how to tap into what it needs at different times. So, the approach in eating psychology is very individualized, and let's keep that to another time, to another episode. And today we will be focusing on why diets do not work. So, if you have struggled with years of dieting, like I did, with weight fluctuation, restriction, yo yo dieting, binge eating, emotional eating, or any other food or eating challenge, then this episode is going to help you understand why diets and dieting are not what you need for optimal health and to reach the long term results you are seeking when it comes to your body, to your nutrition, and to your overall health. And yes, diets have been a popular approach to weight loss for years, and we're here to discuss that in details. All right, let's dive in. With my extensive work with countless women, I have noticed two different patterns or categories of people who seek dieting. And for some, these two categories overlap within the same person. So the first category is those who seek diets for weight loss, and the other category is those who seek diets for healthy living. So, with the first category, we have been sold the idea that diets are for weight loss. I have worked with, again, numerous women who wanted to lose weight for different reasons. Some of them believed they were overweight and needed to lose that extra weight. Others believed that only when they are skinny and are in a certain body shape or size, they are accepted by their society. Only then they can find true love, only then they are successful, and only then they are happy and fulfilled in their lives. And with the other category, I have worked with women who didn't want to lose weight, yet they just wanted to make sure they were on a healthy lifestyle. They experienced a tense relationship with food, and some experienced fear of food because they thought that certain foods were bad for their health, and they forced themselves to stick to a certain regimen to stay healthy. So, if you have followed diets in the past, or maybe you are right now, try to reflect on which category you belong to, noting that we are not here judging you, nor am I telling you that you are doing something wrong or bad for belonging to either one of these categories. We are simply bringing awareness to your status when it comes to your nutritional health so that you can grow, evolve, and transform with it. So, why don't diets work? To answer this question, let's talk about science and research first on dieting and its effectiveness. We have been brainwashed by the diet culture that for us to lose weight, to be fit, and to get rid of our eating problems, or even to be healthy and take care of our body, we need to be on a diet, or that we need to be following a certain way of eating or a lifestyle. We need to eat certain foods, eliminate others, and that we need willpower to stick to that diet plan or whatever they call it today as healthy lifestyle. So, however, statistics show that the majority of people who go on diets end up gaining back the weight they lost, and sometimes even more. They gain more weight. To be more specific, based on the most recent weight loss research, 95% of dieters end up regaining the weight they lost within 2 years. So, although when followed to the T, calorie restricting diets are often successful at helping people lose weight, they're very unsuccessful at helping them maintain the weight they lost. And that by itself is detrimental not only to our metabolism, to our weight and body, but also to our mental health and our self concept. How would you feel about yourself when you experience weight loss failure again and again and again? Adding more to your weight after every diet you go on, experiencing more body weight issues and gut problems with every restriction, and then binge eating cycle? How is this affecting your mental health and how you view yourself? For that reason, I want you to take a moment to reflect on the time you have spent dieting or hating your body or wanting it to be different. Then reflect on how all of this has affected your own body and its health, and at the same time, how this has been affecting your mental health, what you believe about yourself, and your ability to take care of yourself. Now, moving on to more research on why diets do not work, there have been several studies conducted over the years that provide compelling evidence against the effectiveness of diets for long term weight loss. One research published in the American Psychologist in 2007 analyzed multiple studies on dieting and concluded that dieting is a consistent predictor of weight gain, not weight loss over time. The review highlighted that dieting often leads to a cycle of weight loss and regain known as yo yo dieting, which can have negative health consequences. While scientific research continues to evolve, there are several recent studies that provide valuable insights into the limitations of diets for sustainable weight loss. One study published in the journal Obesity Reviews in 2020 analyzed 121 long term dieting trials and concluded that diets tend to result in modest weight loss initially, but the majority of individuals regain the weight within 1 to 5 years. Another study published in the journal Current Obesity Reports in 2021 examined the effectiveness of commercial diets and found that while some individuals may experience short term weight loss, the outcomes are generally not maintained in the long run. The study emphasized the importance of individualized approaches to weight management and the need to address psychological and behavioral factors. Furthermore, a systematic review published in the journal Nutrition Reviews in 2019 analyzed multiple randomized controlled trials and concluded that diets, particularly those based on strict calorie restriction or specific macronutrient ratios, which means counting macronutrients, were not effective in achieving sustained weight loss beyond 1 year. These recent studies, among others, reinforce the idea that diets are often unsuccessful in producing lasting weight loss and highlight the importance of adopting alternative approaches that prioritize overall health and well being. For many years, people have been trying various diets to achieve their desired weight or health goals, but they often end up disappointed with the results and therefore in themselves. They feel disappointed in themselves. So let's explore together the reasons why diets are not effective for sustainable weight loss or healthy living and why they can be harmful to our health. And believe me when I say it, there are a lot of reasons why diets often fail to produce sustainable results. I will be highlighting some of these reasons in this episode. First and foremost, most diets are based on strict rules and restrictions that are difficult to maintain in the long run. These rules often go against our natural eating habits and preferences, leading to feelings of deprivation and frustration, and therefore leading to cravings and eventually to overeating or binge eating. Our bodies are designed to seek balance and nourishment, not deprivation. So it's the deprivation aspect that often backfires when we restrict certain foods or certain food types or quantities. Or maybe I'm not supposed to be eating after 7 p.m., or severely limit our calorie intake. Our bodies interpret this as a form of famine, whether we like it or not. So, in response, our metabolism slows down, making weight loss even more difficult. Additionally, our bodies become more efficient at storing fat to protect us from future periods of restriction, which is the exact opposite of what we desire and why we started dieting from the first place. So essentially, diets can trigger a survival mechanism that works against our weight loss goals. Although a lot of people, specifically dieters, might think of this mechanism as a limitation or a defect in our body, it is actually a very smart biological wiring in our body. Our body is designed to protect us from danger, from famine, and to ensure we are providing it with its basic needs to survive. So, if in your mind calorie restriction means weight loss, in your body it means starvation and danger. And that's why after periods of restriction, it not only decreases your metabolism, your body will unleash your appetite so it can make up for the food and nutrients it didn't get for a period of time. It is protecting you from dying by increasing your appetite, and you'd consume food and get back to nutritional equilibrium. So, here, try to reflect on your experience with dieting. Does it work for a certain period of time, like let's say for 2 weeks or a couple of months, and then you feel out of control all of a sudden and your appetite is all over the place and you start craving foods that weren't allowed during the period of dieting? And can you see now the physiological reasons for it? Can you see that it's not that you are a willpower weakling or that you're self sabotaging? It's simply how your body works. Now, let's move on to the second reason why diets do not work, and that is because they often do not address the underlying reasons why we overeat or make unhealthy choices from the first place. And this is one of the main focuses of what we do in eating psychology. We uncover and work through the deep issues that are driving your eating or body challenges. So, for example, if you are struggling with binge eating, instead of going on a diet to get rid of it or get rid of this eating challenge, we work on learning why this is happening from the first place. And here's the thing, there has to be a reason for this eating behavior. Unlike what diets tell you, you just do not have enough willpower to stop binge eating. There are actually nutritional and psychological factors that are pushing this eating behavior to surface. You see, eating is a complex behavior that can be influenced by a range of factors, including emotions, social cues, and our environment. Simply telling people to eat less or to cut out certain foods is not enough to address these underlying factors and change our eating habits for good. And to add more to this point, diets can in fact be harmful to our physical and mental health. Extreme diets that severely restrict certain food groups can lead to nutrient deficiencies and other health problems. Moreover, the stress and pressure of sticking to a strict diet can lead to anxiety, depression, and other mental health issues. And I have been there myself. Or even feeling guilty about eating what you shouldn't have eaten today, or feeling shameful for eating at the wrong time of the day. Well, this is not how our relationship with food should look and feel like. Diets can highly affect our relationship with food, creating fear, guilt, and shame towards food, our eating behavior, and even ourselves. And the last reason why diets do not work is the individual variability piece that diets do not cater for. So each person's body and metabolism are unique, meaning that what works for one individual might not work for another. Diets often provide a one size fits all approach, disregarding the importance of personalized nutrition and individual preference. This lack of customization can lead to frustration and discouragement when individuals do not see the desired results, and I have been there myself. I remember one time some lady I know, she was undergoing a diet, and then she was having the results that everyone wants, which is weight loss and willpower and not eating sugar and all of these things. So I asked her to give me that diet she was doing, and I tried it on, and it was horrible. It was the worst experience for me. And the thing is, back then I didn't know that diets do not cater for individuality and the individual need of each person. So I thought back then that there was something wrong with me. Why is the diet working with her but not with me? There must be something wrong with me or with my willpower, or I just feel helpless and defeated and all of these emotions that I'm not supposed to be feeling regarding to food and body. So take a moment to also reflect on your own comparison and going through diets that other people were doing, and then feeling bad about yourself because you weren't able to sustain it, or it felt really bad in your body. And then remind yourself that, oh wait, diets are a one size fits all approach, and that's not what nutrition is all about. And to add more to this, each person's nutritional needs differ from time to time, depending on the season of life we are living, our level of mobility and activity during the day, our stress levels, our hormonal fluctuations, especially us women, and so much more. How would we expect a diet to cater to all of this? Well, it doesn't. That's why diets do not work. So, what's the alternative? If I'm not going on a diet, what should I be doing? So, shifting our focus from short term diets or fixes to sustainable, healthy eating habits and changes that prioritize overall health and nourishment, not restriction, is key to achieving long lasting results. Remember, sustainable changes take time, and everyone's journey is unique. It's about making gradual and constructive changes to your eating experiences, making peace with food, building a healthy relationship with it, mindful eating, learning how to listen to your body, learning how to do the coordination between your mind, your gut, and your desires to be making the optimal nutritional decisions, and healing with your food and body challenges. All of this is in the name of maintaining overall optimal health in the long run. And if you want to know more about this, I will be addressing this topic in a whole new podcast episode soon. So stay tuned for that one. All right, you guys, that's it for today. I wish you a blessed journey with your food and body. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you next week.